The last time we tried cooking one of these beef patties, we got kind of so-so results. These are Dollar Tree beef patties. You get 2 of them in here. They're made from beef and beef hearts. And they taste so-so, a little bit salty. Well, I decided to try it again, thinking that I can put it into a mix and it may taste better. I thought I had some Hamburger Helper lasagna, but apparently I didn't. I do have some leftover Hamburger Helper stuff. And it looks like some kind of sauce mix from Hamburger Helper, enough for 1 serving. So, you know, I didn't want to make like a complete set before, is what I think happened. So what I'm going to try to do is go ahead and use these beef patties to cook it up with this stew-like thing. The noodles. I don't even know what you'd call this. It's like, I don't know if it's beef stroganoff. I don't know what it is. It was the Hamburger Helper mix with these noodles and then this mix. But last time I only made half. So this time I'm trying to make the other half, and we'll see how it turns out with this beef patty. We are planning on using the inverted cooking system. So you can see that I've got it heated right now through the vehicle. And I'm going to be adding the beef patties, both patties, and then turning the heat up, and we'll let it cook up. Alright, this looks totally unappetizing. But I've got the patty in there. I got the heat turned on high, so I'm going to go ahead and close it up so I can start to fry it up. And then I'm just going to try to stir it with this rice stirrer thing. And try to get the meat to cook before we do anything else. So, let's do that, and I might go for a little ride. I don't know if I'm just going to go hang out at Walmart or maybe by the Planet Fitness or even go by the beach side. But beach side, it's a little dark, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to park out there. So, and if I do go, it'll be dark on the beach. But still, it might be nice to be on the beach at night. Let me figure out what I want to do. But I definitely want to drive around. I want to just sit out here at the at the Sam's Club parking lot. Alright, I put the lid on it, and we're just going to let it sit and cook up while we drive around town. And hopefully it will brown the meat, and then I can go ahead and try to add the other stuff. Alright, I can smell the hamburger cooking. We're currently at a stoplight. I'm going to attempt to flip this guy over so it can cook. You can see the meat is indeed cooking up. Let's go ahead and break it up. The reason it's kind of mushy like this is because I had we gotta go. The reason it's kind of mushy is I had kept it in my cooler, and it's not like, you know, it's ice cold. It's got cold ice in there, but it's not freezing cold. So what you're looking at is mushy. The reason I'm not holding the light up is it's kind of dark. I don't know if you can see this mess in my car here, but I'm driving right now. Let me go ahead and pause this, and we'll continue here when I can safely do so. Alright, we're safely parked so I can finish cooking. We're actually at the plaza for Planet Fitness. I don't know if you can see it over there, but I'm kind of parked out here by myself because I want to cook in a parking lot. It looks like there's another stealth camper right there. I don't know if you can see it from here. Nice one. Nice little van there, but hard time focusing with this camera. I'm gonna go ahead and stir up the food, let it cook some more, and then try to drain out the fat. And then we're gonna go ahead and add some water and see if we can't make a Hamburger Helper meal with this stuff. I just wanted to show you how I drain it. I basically take a napkin or a tissue, and I just soak up the grease like this because I can't really dump it. I'm cooking inside the van, so yeah, I just triggered it so it's no longer on high mode; it's on warm mode. But this will help me get rid of the fat. So the food is still cooking here, and I am going to stir it some more. Try to get it to brown. I might try getting the heat on it again. Then once it starts to brown, looks like it's browning well, I'm going to add some water and then throw in the noodles and then the seasoning packet. Well, add some water, seasoning packet, and then throw in the noodles. So that's the plan. Just wanted to make a little pointer here, a little tip. You'll notice I put the lid back on there. That kind of traps in the heat and helps everything to cook a little bit faster. So this will allow the heat to stay in the pot and cook up that meat faster. And even though you see me just sitting here idling instead of driving around, the reason is actually pretty simple, and it has to do with going to the beach at night. Really, if I went to the beach right now, there's not much I can do but walk around on the boardwalk, maybe along the water in the dark, but not really much to see other than just, you know, the waves coming up in the dark, which isn't, you know, it's not much to see. And I do need to upload a bunch more videos because I'm almost caught up right now with the current videos that I have up that have been processed and have been released. So I wanted to come by Planet Fitness today kind of early. I just got off work and it is almost 6 p.m. right now. And I figure I could cook the food here to eat, maybe get done by 6:30, hop into Planet Fitness, possibly take a shower right now. Probably will take a shower. I feel like all icky. And relax in there a little bit in their black card lounge thingy. You know, the for the black card, which I have a black card. And hopefully I can access their internet. And if I can access their internet, I'm going to try to upload some videos and whatnot. So that way we'll have some content being processed while I'm actually living here in Daytona, instead of waiting to the weekend when I'm back in Brevard County. Actually, it won't be the weekend. It'll be Monday. No, it'll be Tuesday, Wednesday. Monday night, actually, I go back. But I'm working through the weekend, next weekend. Well, this weekend, actually. That is the next weekend. So I'm going to be working through the weekend here to hopefully try to make some money. Tomorrow is Friday, yeah. So hopefully I'll make some decent sales. But meanwhile, the food is cooking. And it's time to stir it up some more. Look at all that steam. It's starting to look somewhat like hamburger meat, right? And I'm going to try to squeeze the fat out. And we're going to take another napkin in here to soak up all that fat. At least that's the plan. Alright, I've stirred up the fat and you can see the meat is still cooking. I'm going to attempt to put it back on high. And it is still kicking back into high mode. Seal it up and just let it sit maybe 5 or 10 minutes. And I'll stir it up again. And I think at that point I'm going to go ahead and try to add the water to the mix. And then I'll add the seasoning packet. Stir that up and then add the noodles and then let it simmer. That's the plan, at least. Alright, let's try stirring this guy up here. Somewhat browned. The meat is actually pretty much cooked. I'm just wanting to stick to the thing. I am going to go ahead and add the water at this point. It is a bit hard to film and add the add the water, but I'm going to go ahead and pour this water in here. And I think that's enough water. So we're just going to stir things up a little bit and add the seasoning packet and turn the heat back up. That's the plan, at least. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pour in the seasoning packet here. Yeah, I can see this is that brown stuff. It's not the lasagna, which I really like. This is that other one. It's some kind of, I don't know what beef thingy it is, but it's brown and not the orange lasagna one. So we're going to heat this up, and we're going to throw in the noodles, and then set it to boil mode again. So it's a matter of adding the noodles now. Looks like I have a packet of noodles that are already open. So we're just going to stir that in. Mix it all up. Looks like we got a good amount. we're going to set the heat on high. And put our lid back on it. And just let it cook up and cook the noodles. I'm thinking maybe 10 minutes. And then I'll just turn off the system and let it cool down a little bit. And it should start to thicken up, and the food should be ready. The key will just be making sure that those noodles are actually cooked. Alright, it is boiling right now. I don't know if you can see the water is boiling. And the noodles feel soft to me. Just gonna stir it all. And then I think I'm just gonna turn the heat off and let it simmer so it can solidify a little bit. I think it's ready to eat. Just noticed I got a text from my son, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop the filming for now. I'll try to resume and show you guys what it looks like before I eat it. But I am gonna go ahead and turn off the inverter cooking system and let the thing just simmer in its heat right here. And we'll continue with me doing a taste test on it. Alright, here then is my food. A little blurry or cooked up. I think it's done. I'm pretty sure it's done. Just a matter of scooping it up. If I can find a scooper here somewhere. And chowing down. Let me go ahead and do a taste test right now. Looks like everything is indeed cooked. I'm going to try out the stuff with the hamburger from Dollar Tree and see how this tastes. It's nice and hot. Look at that steam coming right off it. Okay, you can definitely tell this is not the same as the beef from the hamburger that I was using from Walmart. But it's not too bad. I could eat something like this, but truthfully, I really don't like this Dollar Tree hamburger. I don't think it's really that good. So, I'm probably gonna... I have another packet I bought at home, which I'll probably cook up and maybe try one more thing with it. But in the meantime, I don't think I'll buy any more of this. I wouldn't recommend this hamburger. It doesn't really taste that good. Then again, this meal that I made here, it's not exactly my favorite either. I prefer the what is it? Lasagna, whatever it is. Yeah, it was like the lasagna one. Or the 4 cheese lasagna, whatever it is, that I make using Hamburger Helper. I think that tastes better than this. So this isn't really, that good to start off with. But I'll be able to have a nice hot dinner. It's not like the worst dinner, but I think on a scale from 1 to 10, I give this probably about a 3.5 or a 4. Until next time, everybody, I hope you're eating better than me, because this stuff is kind of gross. Have a good night.